guys, welcome back to our second henna series where we're going to be doing more geometric henna designs. I'm excited to be back with you all of this 6-week series again. And today we are going to be starting with our simple henna design. So for today you're going to need a cone, a paper towel, some scissors, a paper and pencil, and go ahead and get the paper and pencil out and we're going to get started. Okay, once you have your paper and pencil out, I'm going to be showing you how to draw the design for practice. So we're going to start with making a V shape near the wrist and doubling that with another line. And just follow along best you can. It's okay if it's not perfect. And always feel free to change it up to whatever fits you best. So on top of that V, we're going to add another V, except this time the lines are going to be closer to our top line because what we're trying to do is we're trying to thicken it. So I just used a thicker brush on my iPad, but you may need to draw another line and then color it in the middle. And we're going to do the same thing to the V on the bottom. And then we're going to draw a thinner line on top of our top V. So basically what we're doing is we're layering these lines at different thicknesses and different spacings. Okay, so from there what we're going to do is we're going to add triangles along the border of the top of our V. So go ahead and draw in your triangles. They don't have to be perfect. As you can see, mine didn't line up all the way to the top. And then once you get to the top, just go ahead and draw an outline that traces the tips of all those triangles. And what we're going to do next is we're going to fill in the triangles with little mini solid triangles. So really all you're drawing is lines and triangles, but we're just layering them in a way that makes a pattern. Once you're done with that, we're going to be adding a flower to the top of our V. And this is the flower that we learned in our last henna series. So go ahead and draw one of those. It doesn't have to look like this. If you want to draw a different type of flower, feel free. And I'm going to add leaves next, but instead of our typical floral pattern of leaf, I'm shaping my leaves in the shape of diamonds to follow our kind of geometric pattern that we have going on. And then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the petals of the flower. So we're just going to go around the flower. And as you guys can see from this video, I am not perfect. I started drawing many lines and then had to stop, erase, and redo them. So do not by any means feel as if yours has to be perfect in any way or that you have to follow my design exactly. Feel free to change the design up to however you feel comfortable. And now I'm just decorating the fingers, and it's really just an assortment of V-shaped lines going up the fingers at different thicknesses and different directions. And then I'm going to fill the leaves in with a leaf pattern to make them more leafy, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this design. So go ahead and get your henna cone, and I would suggest maybe practicing tracing the design with the henna cone a time or two until you feel comfortable, and then we're going to move on to doing it on our hand. Okay guys, so we're going to be doing that design on a person now, and my friend was kind enough to volunteer. So again, I'm just going to start with making a V shape on her wrist. And when I do these designs, I try my best to follow the design that I drew out for you guys, but sometimes it's hard to judge size and distance, and you end up making something too big or too little, and you have too much space or not enough space. It's definitely okay to change up the designs as you need to. I may leave some things out just because I ran out of room for them, or I may add some things in just because I have some extra space to fill. So feel free to make those changes as well. And now I'm just adding a flower on top, and I'm just gonna let you guys follow along with the video because I've already explained it once with the drawing, and I think you'd much rather listen to some music and enjoy doing your henna. As always, feel free to stop the video if it's going too fast and take your time to do the henna. And I try to make a very basic outline for you guys first. And if that's where you feel like you need to stop, that's totally fine. But I will add in some details that can sort of up the difficulty of the henna design. So feel free to do as much as you're comfortable with, and anything you feel like you're not ready for, you can change or just leave out. But I hope you guys have fun, and I'll come back at the end. Alright, so we're just finishing up now, and I'm adding some details onto the fingers, adding stripes. As you can see, this is not exactly what I did on the drawing. Like I said before, things tend to change in the process, and that's okay. But I'm just gonna be adding in some details now, like thickening the lines where I want them to be a little bit thicker, and maybe filling in some blank spaces. I hope you guys had fun with this design, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see you guys next week when we're gonna be making our first painting. I'll see you then. Have a good week, guys.